beat my high score.
Louis, it's important.
Give me 1 second.
No, Louis, it's important.
Fine, what do you need to talk to me about?
Are you ready?
Go ahead.
I'm pregnant.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am. Look at my huge belly.
I thought you've just been getting fat. You've been putting down those double C's like it's nothing.
Yeah, I am getting fat. With your baby! Are you okay?
Why wouldn't I be? I'm about to be a father.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm gonna be a dad.
Great!
So do you need any, like, pregnancy stuff, like tampons or birth control or condoms or something like that? I don't know. I'm not pregnant. You are.
What?
I'm going to the store.
Well, I can't get enough cigarettes. Can you give me some of those?
Right away, my darling.
So what I do here is help young people with unplanned pregnancies. I am here to help you with any decision making you need to do.
But we don't know what to do with the baby.
Okay, well let's make a decision. Although I am a doctor, I've been reading this amazing book called Communicating in Small Groups, and I think it will be essential to us trying to decide what you want to do here.
Sounds interesting. Please, go on.
Well, first, let's go through the elements of group decision making. First, let's assess the present situation.
Well, based on the information that my girlfriend has given me, and that she's pregnant, we need to decide what to do with the baby.
Very good. Now second, let's identify our goals.
Our goals are to make sure the baby ends up happy and healthy with a good family.
Alright, now third, identify several alternatives. The greater the number of alternatives we have, the better likelihood we will have in making a good decision.
Okay, well the alternatives to us raising the baby are either abortion or adoption.
Good, now we have 3 choices now. That's better than 1. Now, evaluate the positives and negatives of each of the things, the consequences.
Well, the positives of abortion is that we wouldn't have to worry about the baby. But the negative is that I'm pretty sure we'll all go to jail because I'm kind of 8 months pregnant.
The pros of us keeping the baby are that we get to see him or her grow up. But the con is that I don't think we have the money to raise a baby, the adequate life I want to give my child.
Positives of adoption would be that the baby would go to a good family with money and love. But the negatives are that we'll never get to see the little thing grow up.
We've gone through the first 4 elements of group decision making. We'll hold off on the 5th until we're at the very end here.
So what do we do next?
Well, we have to go through the methods of group decision making.
What's the difference between the elements and the methods of group decision making?
Let me explain. Here they are. There are 7 methods of group decision making. They are helpful and they can give us, yes, you and your group, options to consider when a decision needs to be made.
Very nifty.
Indeed.
So what's the first one?
It's decision by an expert in the group. One person in your group might have be best informed and the group can turn to this person to make a choice.
So you can just decide that for us?
I could, but this leaves no room for discussion and you might be not satisfied with my decision.
Okay, so the second says decision by expert outside group. So does that mean when you have no one in the group who's necessarily an expert, you go with someone with credibility and knowledge to make a decision?
Yes, but you can lose the advantages of greater input and variety of approaches that being a group provides.
That makes sense. The third one says average individual rankings or ratings. So you rate the alternatives in order from best to worst.
Very good, Lewis. Then you take the scores from each of us, the group members that we put together, and average out the final score of each alternative. But when you do this, you leave out the give and take of group discussion.
Well, I don't think we want to do that one.
Right. Then there's random choice, which is like a coin toss to make a decision.
Let's do that. Do you have a 3-sided coin?
No, Lewis. This one is not recommended. Unless you're not taking this seriously. Also, I don't think there's a such thing as a 3-headed coin.
Sorry, my boyfriend's a little slow.
No problem. Next, we have majority rule. But it sacrifices decision quality and group cohesiveness for efficiency.
Then there's decision by minority?
Yes, it's basically what it's named, decision from the minority. But it's hard to implement a decision that's not widely accepted. But this type of method can be important so that there's honest dialogue in the search for the truth. Also remember, minority and majority, also, they kind of switch back and forth. Someone might go majority and then want the minority, or vice versa.
And the last one is decision by consensus?
This occurs when all group members can support a course of action. It's very time-consuming and difficult, but usually members are most satisfied going this route.
How do we do this?
We listen and respond to individual viewpoints and manage conflicts that arise.
So then we need to remain focused on the goal, emphasize areas of agreement, and combine or eliminate alternatives identified by the group.
But sometimes, guys, it is not possible to have consensus. Then we'll have to seek a supermajority decision, meaning that 2/3 majority makes the decision.
Well, I really like decision by consensus.
Alright, so now let's do number 5 from the elements of group decision making. We make a decision and we weigh the positive and negatives.
Let's do it!
Thank you, Dr. George.
Hey, it's no problem. This is what I do. I know you two will make a family happy.